saw Conor McGregor. He defeated Nate Diaz at UFC 202. I wonder if we'll see a third fight between those two, especially if he wins this fight Saturday night. UFC has said that won't happen, but I think money will talk at some point. I'll shut up now and let you watch Conor work out.
What exactly does this mean? The question on everybody's mind is, does this now open the door for a showdown with Floyd Mayweather?
Well, I'll answer the second question first. It doesn't necessarily open a door to Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he still has to, he's still in a contract with the UFC, so that is the big issue in terms of several issues when it comes to a potential fight with Floyd Mayweather. But, you know, Conor McGregor is a guy who, A, likes to keep his options open, B, is an incredibly intelligent businessman, and C, is a coveted man. I mean, a lot of different entities want to be in the business of Conor McGregor. And so I think by doing this, in a way, it's keeping his options open. In another way, it's making a statement to the UFC that recently, I believe, sort of took away his featherweight championship. We all know that he was a lightweight champion after beating Eddie Alvarez. Prior to that, he was a featherweight champion. He had to give one of those up. The UFC just announced that, didn't include him in that announcement. So I think that this is a little bit of everything. And as Conor McGregor also just staying in the headlines, that is something he is incredibly good at.
How about the reaction, Brett, within UFC circles to this news in particular? I mean, this is the type of news that reverberates around the sport, but what's the reaction inside the UFC?
Well, I think that remains to be seen. I mean, Conor McGregor, after his last fight at UFC 205, said, hey, the UFC is under new ownership. It's now owned by WME, IMG, and I've not sat down and had a business meeting with them. I want that. And to my knowledge, that has not happened yet. So, you know, in a way, I think that this is McGregor saying, if they're not going to get the business meetings that I want, after all the success that I've had and brought them over the last year, then I am going to explore other options. I am going to keep other options open. And so, you know, now it's sort of the ball shifts back into the UFC's court. And how do they respond to something like this? How seriously do they take it? You know, are they confused by it? Do they reach out to Conor? You know, it's a little bit of a game, but it's a very important game for both Conor and the UFC right now.
Nos comenta que es una gran tarde para él, que está nominado en dos nominaciones esta tarde en los ESPYs, que le encanta venir a los ESPYs y que por supuesto no hubiera conseguido esas dos nominaciones si el apoyo de sus aficionados. Floyd, why did you give Maidana the revenge? ¿Por qué le diste la revancha a Maidana?
It's all about giving the fans excitement.
Okay.
You know, I think in the first fight I clearly won, but the bar is set so high for Floyd Mayweather. The bar is set so high, whereas normally when I go out there and fight, I dominate, I win all 12 rounds, or I knock a guy out, or a guy only wins one round. Whereas in the case with Maidana, he won 3 or 4 rounds, and I won 8 rounds, which I know I clearly won the fight, but the fans demanded the fight again. It was very, very exciting. So September 13th, we will give the fans the fight again.
Bueno, le está comentando, yo le pregunté que por qué le había dado la revancha al chino Maidana y claramente nos comenta que le gusta darle al aficionado esa excitación, ese...
little touch of lavender as well, so not afraid to play with the colors?
No doubt about it. I pay attention.
You know, fashion and fighting is a lot alike. You know, in fighting, attention to detail is critical, and in fashion, I suppose, it's the same. So I'm no different. I pay attention to detail. I like to look good. I like to whoop ass. Here I am looking good. I'm whooping ass. Conor McGregor! Thank you very much for this award. Honestly, I am honored. I knew I was going to win it. I'm not going to lie. So I'd like to pay my respect to my competitors. Unlucky this year, yeah? Maybe next year.
Oh, hello, the Notorious.
I mean, you know you've made it when you've got your name stitched into a suit. Louis looks after me so much.
Right,
I just hope he's not planning on charging me one of these days.
Yeah, I know.
Because then it's all over.
Congratulations again, Conor. Next up is the look of the year, so we're going to go back inside to Brendan to find out who it is.
I'm the look of the year.
You can't win everything.
Do it without all the fans.
¿No? Que les gusta ver el boxeo, que es una pelea, no precisamente un rival que pueda acabar él muy fácil en los rounds tempranos, sino que pueda darle la competencia que le dio el chino Maidana, que para él ganó 3 o 4 rounds en la pelea, pero que el claro ganador fue Floyd Mayweather Jr. Por supuesto, gracias, dice que siempre a los fans es lo que le va a dar la pelea.
Exactamente. Floyd, Maidana is talking about that he wants to use his gloves. Are you agree with that? Maidana dice que quiere usar sus guantes. ¿Estás de acuerdo con eso?
In the sport of boxing, you know, it's all about protecting both parties. You know, life after boxing. You know, I care about my life after boxing, you know, and it's about being on an even playing field. With a fighter some fighters in the past, fighters have died in the ring with gloves that wasn't padded. Only thing I want to do is be on an even playing field.
Bueno, habla precisamente de que son 12 personas los que están en el cuadrilátero y hay que proteger sus vidas. Y él quiere proteger sus vidas y en el pasado hemos visto accidentes con boxeadores por usar guantes muy pesados, ¿no?
Why his gloves are so special for them?
You have to ask Marcos Maidana that question. It's obvious he's been getting a lot of knockouts by fighting with gloves with no padding, which I don't feel is safe for me or for him. Both fighters should be safe and be protected, even though it's a brutal sport.
Bueno, le pregunté que por qué tan especial tenían los guantes de Maidana y me dijo, pues deberías preguntarle esa pregunta al chino, seguramente se la haremos el 13 de septiembre, pero comenta que él no considera que se deban pelear con ese tipo de guantes que no tienen protección porque no protegen ni a uno ni al otro boxeador y por supuesto es muy importante la vida después del ring.
This is not a bare knuckle brawl. This is not MMA. This is professional boxing at its highest. So it's about being on an even playing field.
Sí,
bueno, dice Pablo, antes de que le hagas otra pregunta, que esto no es MMA, no es UFC, que esto es boxeo y lo importante es que puedan tener vida después de él.
Floyd, ¿qué viste en la primera pelea que crees que sea la clave para ganar en esta segunda? What did you see in the first fight that now is going to be the key to win for the second time?
Well, I was victorious, so Maidana have to come up with a game plan to beat me. I already beat him, so I know how to beat him. But I'm about to start training camp today, actually, and I look forward to going out there and being victorious.
Bueno, él dice que Maidana es el que tiene que salir a ganar esa pelea. Él ya le ganó, él ya sabe cómo ganarle y que precisamente el día de hoy inició su campo de entrenamiento.
So you know how to win him. So what do you need to prove against Maidana?
I don't have anything to prove.
Okay.
But I do want to get the fans and the people around the world excitement. So it's going to be an action-packed fight come September 13th. And I have to be in tip-top shape. You know, this guy he's very, very rugged. He's very, very rugged and very, very durable.
Bueno, él dice que no tiene nada que probar ante el chino Maidana, que él ganó claramente y que lo seguirá haciendo, pero que el chino es el que tiene que, por supuesto, demostrar que puede ganarle al mejor libra por libra y que solamente quiere darle al público entretenimiento y espectáculo.
¿Consideras que Maidana es un boxeador sucio? Do you think that Maidana is a dirty fighter?
Extremely dirty. Extremely dirty fighter. If you go back and look at the first fight, rapid punches, headbutts, low blows, and only thing I want September 13th.
Teddy, surely as a boxer, what do you see with Conor McGregor?
Yeah, caveman. You know, listen, a real tough guy, very brilliant, genius promoter. There hasn't been a promoter like him since Muhammad Ali, and that's a great compliment that I'm giving him. And they're tough guys. All these UFC guys, they're genuinely tough guys, and they have grappling skills. They get you on the floor. You know, for the average athlete, it's all over. But as far as boxing, and it's not a knock on them, it's just a fact in my world. They're cavemen. They would not beat sea-level fighters. I mean, he would last as long as Mayweather would allow him to last for. You know, it's just primitive. Their skills striking. They call it striking. We call it boxing. Standing on your feet, chucking punches. It's primitive compared to the elite boxers. And as I said a moment ago, even below the elite boxers, Class C boxers that are professional fighters would have an easy time with these guys. But it's a different story when they can take you into their world. When they can get you on the floor and grapple and do those sort of things, well, then it's, as I said, it's a different story. But as far as strictly adhering to boxing rules, no contest, baby.
And I'm retired. I'm a promoter. I'm here to help these young fighters get to the next level. That's what it's about.
Can you guarantee you'll never fight again?
I'm not here to. Like I said before, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not here to guarantee nothing. Nothing is promised. But I'm here, like I said before, I'm here to help. You know, I'm here to help fighters. You know, it's all about making smart investments, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. Totally false. I mean, if you don't hear it from my mouth, it's not true. If you don't hear it from my mouth, it's not true. Once again, with different sports, as far as MMA and in boxing, you have to realize this. Floyd Mayweather is the biggest name in the MMA, and Floyd Mayweather is the biggest name in the sport of boxing, and I'm not even competing anymore. I'm a fighter. You know, I went out there, I fought hard, I made, you know, I done record-breaking things. I moved on with my career, but, you know, you have guys that steady using Floyd Mayweather's name, my last name, to piggyback off of my name. I think fighters and people that compete in physical combat need to go out there and lay the groundwork and make their own name. I don't want to talk about me coming back. I'm here to talk about them. All y'all want to talk about is Floyd coming back. Listen, I don't want to fight anymore.
Which fight would you rather see? McGregor versus Mayweather or Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch?
This again is a dilemma. Two bad options.
No.
At least that's what my mouth says.
Options.
My mouth says two bad options, and I would like to stump for that. But the reality is my wallet would say, if I were a fan and not in the industry, that if either event were to take place, of course, I would buy it. And that's why the economics drive it, and people's wallets really speak louder than their mouths. At least Pacquiao has a chance to win. Not a great one. Mayweather should win again, but at least he has a chance. Conor McGregor in a boxing ring has no chance to beat Floyd Mayweather. In fact, I don't think he has a chance to go the distance. Floyd Mayweather in an octagon, let me be very clear, has no chance to beat Conor McGregor. And he certainly wouldn't go the distance. Neither guy, because they're two different sports. The best Australian rules rugby, football team in the world is not going to beat the Patriots at football, nor would the Patriots beat them at rugby. They're two different sports, even if they share some things in common. But Floyd's saying that an elephant doesn't see an ant, in boxing terms, he's right. It is an elephant to an ant in pure boxing terms. And McGregor's a talented striker. I know that. But he sees him. He obviously sees him. He has to respond to him publicly. He wants to fight him. He believes that there might be $100 million in it for him. So he sees Conor McGregor. But Conor McGregor has no chance against Floyd in a boxing ring.
You got to go to break.
Okay.
This car just got